gentlemen, and welcome to the Altercation Punk Comedy Tour record release party. Make a little noise for me. Fucking right. Fucking right. Look at that. You can walk away with one of these today before anybody else. Anybody else? This is going to be great. My name is Gus Lynch. I'm from Stand Up Records, the label that released the record. I'm lucky enough to come out here and host and be your guide along this. A lot of fun. We got a lot of fun. You know the guys that are coming up. I'm going to say their names, and then you're going to clap for them. We got Joe Stats. We got Mac Lindsay. We got Mike Weege. We got JB Habersack. Let them hear it. Let them hear it. Talk to them. We also got some friends of the label and other recording artists out coming up. It's going to be fun. We're going to have some special guests, a good time. My job, come out here, make sure you guys know what's expected of you. Warm you up a little bit, get used to hearing a guy telling jokes, then we get on with the show. Rule number 1, no videotaping. God damn it! No, that was just, I don't even give a shit. That's not a rule. That's not a rule. But I will ask you, please, to make sure your cell phones are on silent or vibrate. Please, no texting during the show. That's more distracting than you think. No Plants vs. Zombie or Angry Birds and that bullshit. That's really rude. Well, I'm thinking about if you have a Bluetooth, you are probably an asshole. Asshole. If you got a Bluetooth and you're wearing it right now, you're definitely an asshole. Take it out of your fucking ear. You look like an idiot. Although it's nice looking over the crowd. I see it does not look like a big Bluetooth crowd. I do see a lot of yellow tooth out there. Blue. No tooth is very popular in the back. Hey, it's for all intents and purposes, it's St. Patrick's Day, right? So fuck it. Let's take it. Let's do an Irish thing. Let's do an Irish toast, shall we? Everybody, raise a glass with this traditional Irish toast. Fuck the British, all right? All right. As we move forward, let's try to keep the conversation amongst yourself to a minimum. Let's make sure everybody around can enjoy the show. And if you're talking and being disruptive, I'm liable to say, shut your goddamn mouth. And I'm just using you as an example. You're cool. And I know that's aggressive. If that happens to you, don't take it too personally. You understand? I got a 5-year-old daughter at home, so you have no idea how many times a day I wish I could say, would you shut your goddamn mouth for 5 seconds? She never stops talking, guys. It's a running monologue from the moment she opens her eyes to when she goes to bed at night. But I can't do that to my daughter. I love my daughter. I want to be a good father. So I come to work at places like this, and they encourage me to take it out on you guys if you talk. So everybody kind of wins. It's pretty good. I don't know. I got to mop my brow. I'm going to be sweating the whole time up here. You guys are you guys have been to SeaWorld? Shamu, you get in the splash zone? Yeah, the ticket should have said you will get wet. First 2 rows will get wet. Because I sweat aggressively. I sweat like at people. I'm really sorry about that. I sweat more than a KKK Grand Dragon at a Wu-Tang concert. You know what I mean? I got sweat. Fuck, wrong clan! And then he runs. And I think those are the rules. That's it. The rest is just fucking laugh, applaud, hoot, holler. Let's have fun. This is a rock and roll comedy show. Don't keep it inside, man. You hold that shit in, you get gas and cancer. You don't want either of those things, so don't do that. Sir, can I ask you to uncross your arms? Yeah, because that's closing. That's like playing defense right away. The guy comes in and he's setting a pick. You know what I mean? Like I can't get through that elbow cocoon. Jokes bounce off elbows, man. That's why they call it the funny bone. Am I the only one who took 8th grade health class? It's true. It's true. It's true. All right, you guys having a good South by Southwest? Huh? Yeah, me too. It's my first one. This is fucking great. It's awesome. Who are the little guys in the vests that run around and help people? Is that South by Southwest staff or auxiliary? Is that what they are? They're adorable. I see them rushing around to help people, but they're all this big in skinny jeans, and I don't know what emergency you guys are helping to avert. Did somebody run out of mustache wax? I don't know. You bend a rim on your fixed gear bike. I don't know. Whatever. One more hipster reference. I thought of that today. That's all I did. People act crazy, right? This festival, it's nuts. Again, with the arms, please, ma'am. That's both genders. That's across both genders. In fact, you two guys, you sir, and you, ma'am, I would like the two of you to watch the rest of the show like this. Keep yourself open to it, guys. I tell you, it helps. I've been doing this a while. It helps. Take it on the chin like a man. I was last night, I was a couple blocks off 6, I guess. There's this chick standing on the curb, just freaking out, losing her mind. Ah! You know, and I like to help. So I'm like, what's wrong, sweetheart? She said, oh my God, I just got my car stolen. And I was like, oh, okay, well, it's not, it could be worse. Settle down, you know. She said, well, you don't understand. Have you ever had your car stolen? I said, no. And she said, well, let me tell you something. It feels just like being raped. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, first of all, where are you parking your car? I think that's a valid question. How the hell do you respond to that? Oh, well, I've never had my car stolen, but I have been raped, so I guess I know exactly how you feel, you self-absorbed bitch. Man, I needed this. I need this show. I needed this festival, guys. I'm 40, and that's old. It's too old to be here, frankly. And I know some people say, like, oh, 40's not old. Come on, 40's not. The only people who've never said that to me is anybody under the age of 40. That's, you know what I mean? Like, it's different, man. I'm old. My music tastes are all screwed up. I've been listening to so much fucking Neil Diamond lately. I don't know why. Crossed some threshold. I think it's because, you know, I think Neil Diamond is our most optimistic songwriter. And when Neil says, you're gonna be okay, you fucking believe him. You know what I mean? I need that kind of reassurance in my life right now. And I tell you what, marriage changed my wife, too. She's that same woman I married 15 years ago. You know? But the changes happen so gradually over time, you don't even realize till it's too late. And I finally realized how far I'd gone while we were driving down the road the other day in our fucking minivan. And she turns to me out of nowhere and she goes, I didn't know there was an Applebee's over there. I know, I was stunned into silence too. So I asked her to repeat herself, hoping I had misheard her, and she said, I didn't know there was an Applebee's over there. Who the fuck are you? And what have you done with my rock and roll wife? Because the woman I married doesn't say shit like, oh, I didn't know there was an Applebee's over there. The woman I fell in love with and pledged my heart to says things like, I just love bourbon and prescription painkillers. Like, that's the woman I fell in love with. But she's changed. Like, I remember when we were still dating, I picked her up and I took her to a residence show, because that's what you do when you're young and cool and in love, right? Another thing you do when you're young and cool and in love sometimes is you eat too many magic mushrooms before that show. Right? And it happens, you know. And I knew it was too much, because while we're waiting outside the club for the show to start, she passes out flat because she thought she saw a physical bolt of light form on the face of the setting sun to hurtle through time and space and smack her in the forehead. And it was pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie, but when she came to, the very first words out of her mouth were, what time does the fucking concert start? Woo! I didn't know there was an Applebee's over there. Do you see the difference? You see what I'm talking about? Early in our marriage, we lived in Vancouver, British Columbia. It's a beautiful place. I remember one time we had to take our car back over the U.S.-Canadian border. And what this woman did, this rock star of a spouse, was she stuffed her little, her coin purse, her little Joey pouch. I don't know how else to refer to it. It's my wife. I don't want to get too dirty on you guys. She stuffed it filled to bursting with British Columbia's finest marijuana just so we had enough smoke for our road trip down the California coast. That's a woman. Right? That's someone to build a life around. I didn't know there's an Applebee's over there. I don't know who that is. I don't know what the hell you're supposed to do with that. Plus, it seems a little mean-spirited to me, a little cruel to say something like that to me. Jesus Christ, could you ease up the blow a little bit? We're already in our minivan pulling out of Dairy Queen after my son's t-ball practice, okay? I didn't know there was an Applebee's over there. It's kind of rubbing salt in the wound, you know what I'm saying? And that wound should not be filled with salt. It should be filled with British Columbia's finest marijuana, because that's how Papa likes to roll. I can't even get her to smoke pot with me anymore, you know what I mean? I'm like, well, let's get high, cut loose. She says, we're parents now. We can't do that anymore. And I said, no, you can't do that anymore. I'll be in the garage, right? Hey, you guys ready to start this show or what?